some of the messages that he got.
What can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners, I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through, rose gold to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, get respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house, you mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow, bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you meet a set, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You when I'm in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy.
Yay. What's going on, everybody? What's popping? What's popping? Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Get y'all's asses up, man. We got some things to discuss. Welcome to the Alphabets Football Show Coffee Talk. Rise up, family. I was about to say meet and greet. I didn't say it so many times. Mash up with my guy. You see him there. With the outstanding beard and the is that navy blue on or is that black? I can't see with the color. Is that navy blue or black? That hoodie. I can't hear your mic, fam. Your mic is off, fam.
Can you hear me? Yes, you can. All black, Afrocentric. Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Y'all get y'all's asses up. We gotta, I told y'all we're trying to do this a little bit more often. We can't do it every Thursday, but y'all know I do coffee talks Monday through Thursday, where we talk a little bit of football and a little bit of life. Get your coffee out while we discuss some football. And I got my guy here with me. shout out to my lovely co-host Ramona Diehard. I need y'all to do me a favor, man, and send one up for her. She's not doing well. She's in the hospital. I talked to her. I chatted with her. She ain't really in that good of a condition to talk, but I have, chatted with her and I text her and stuff like that. So do me a favor and send one up for her. I would really appreciate that. If you like football, like and share this show. Throw up some hearts and some likes and all that good stuff. We're going to give y'all about a 40-minute show and discuss this game. We got a very critical game going on tonight, Thursday Night Football. Did you send it to the group, Torch? I'm looking in the group. I don't see it. I don't see it in here. Maybe I'm overlooking it. But anyways, like and share the show. We got a couple little things to discuss before we get to the game. I don't know if you got a slide for this, Dre, but we had a look. I talked about it yesterday. I want your opinion on it. We didn't get to talk about it last night. Tua, bench, third string. I talked about it yesterday, but I want your thoughts on it. Your whole. I gave everybody the numbers, the salary cap hit, potential destinations. Your thoughts on it, Torch?
The jump. Hopefully you can hear me. But I like to make magic here sometimes. I didn't know about the whole Tua conversation, but I decided to go ahead and do one even better for the show, for the betterment of the job.
Naturally, I'd say
you can hear what Tagovailoa tell him yourself. He can tell y'all himself how he feel about being benched this week. We're gonna go ahead and show that right now. Why don't we right on the show? Damn, there. We could just let him tell it. Go ahead.
Naturally, I'd say I'm disappointed. I think it's normal. It's normal human emotion. But, outside of that, I got to do my part. My role here right now is to help whoever the quarterback is going to be for this team, to lead this team, help in whatever way I can, to help the team win this game on Sunday.
What did Mike say to you?
We just had a brief conversation about changing the quarterback.
What was your reaction at that point?
Disappointed. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but it's something out of my control.
You know what that sounds like to me, Marcus the Alphabets?
Well, what it sounded like to me is, that sucks, but guess what? My contract is fully guaranteed next year. I'm still making $56 million next year, and if I'm still on the team on March the 15th, I get a $3 million roster bonus. So I would make close to $60 million next year if I'm still on the team by March the 15th. Which is about 3 months from now, I will still make $60 million next year. It was a terrible contract.
Tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody's trying to save their ass. And it's a little too late to be trying to save your ass, Mike McDaniel. You buffoon. Yeah, I'm gonna call it out like it is.
What was that song about One Republic back in the day? It's too late to apologize. Remember that One Republic? It's too late.
One Republic. It's too late to apologize. I got a couple mashups. I got a couple DJ mashups to that song. It's too late, sir. It's too late. You trying to save your little booty, your little rump. The way the Miami Dolphins has treated Tua Tagovailoa has been absolutely just absurd. It's been cringeworthy. The organization is cringeworthy. Mike McDaniel's a terrible coach. I don't even like. Listen, if you put him on my TV screen and you got to interview him, I'm turning the channel. I'm so serious. I'm gonna turn the channel, and then I'm gonna give it about 60 seconds because that's probably about as long as he gonna last, and then I'm gonna turn it back because I really don't want to hear nothing he got to say. He looks like the guy who literally is on methamphetamines all the time. He looks high as hell. He looks like he's spaced out of there, like he's incompetent, doesn't know what he's doing. A guy who doesn't deserve his job whatsoever. Privilege and entitlement will get you some of those things sometimes. What did they say? Complexion for the protection, protection for the complexion. This is one of those. They want to say DEI hires all the time. You want to use those. So yeah, Marcus, you're gonna get a trickle from yesterday's show today too. The fire starter's here. I'm not playing any game. I'm not holding no punches. That when you talk about this buffoon, they ought to pack him up in a sardine can and sell him off to, or pack him off to the nearest charity organization to get him up out of here. Nobody, listen, and I mean nobody, should want Mike McDaniel to be your coach, head coach.
Okay,
Nobody.
okay, so.
Not NFL.
Okay. So I think we could all agree, head coach, no. I would not want him as a head coach. Look, he's way in over his head. But I will look. I do believe in giving people credit for the things that they can do. Offensively, now he's an offense. He is an offensive mind. I think as an offensive coordinator, I think he'd be awesome. And that's okay. It's okay if you're just a good coordinator. There are some guys out there, I believe, if you try to make them into a head coach, Rex Ryan, you try to make them into a head coach and have them run the entire organization, they cannot do that. But if you have them do their specialty and just focus on what they're really good at, they're good at that. If you keep them in that capacity, okay? But if you tell them, look, I want you to run.
You said he'd be a good offensive coordinator?
Yes.
You said he's a good offensive mind?
He's a good offensive coordinator.
Okay, I'm gonna play words with friends today. Ready?
Okay.
His mind is offensive. His offensive.
Look.
His mind is offensive.
He's a goofy looking weird dude. I get it. I'm just talking about in a football capacity. Look, when I talk about people, I talk about them purely in a football sense. I don't like Caleb Williams painting his fingernails. I don't like that. But strictly on the field, as a player, he's pretty good. Strictly as an offensive coordinator, if we just keep him in that capacity, look, we want you to run our offense. I think he would be very well with that. If you put him now, think about this. Okay, now,
I need to do some investigation. Hold on, I need to do some investigation, and I wish I could just hit the button and the Inspector Gadget music could come on.
Yeah,
because I'm just wondering. You said that he's a good offensive coordinator. Can for the general public and everybody who's watching and tuned into this morning show, can you tell everybody where Mike McDaniel was an offensive coordinator before he became a Miami Dolphins head coach? San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's San Francisco. Can you tell everybody the talent that was on San Francisco when he was offensive coordinator?
I got you. But here's the other thing. Miami was putting up points. A couple of years ago, Tua was in the MVP conversation. In the conversation, he didn't win, obviously, but he was in the conversation. And that Miami offense was humming. Tyree.
My point I'm trying to get to is there are some coordinators that talent makes the coordinator look better, and then there's some coordinators who make talent look better.
Okay.
Would you consider that guy a guy who you would start a brand new team with, a brand new situation that didn't have star impact, star talent?
I get you. I got you.
Your coordinator?
Let me give you an example. There's a certain team that plays in Pennsylvania with a 2,000-yard rusher, and 2 1,000-yard receivers, and a top 5 tight end, and a pretty good offensive line. You take Mike McDaniels, he's going to get fired. And you put him as the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now you're cooking with bacon grease. You're cooking with bacon grease. So, again.
So what you just said is that he needs the talent to be able to produce.
He's going to come up with all kind. Can you imagine his mind running the Philadelphia Eagles? That's what we've talked about with them. Is the lack of explosive plays and stuff like that. He's gonna scheme open AJ Brown. He's gonna scheme open AJ Brown. So again, if you put him in that capacity and you tell him, look, I just want you to run my offense. If you took him and you said, I'm going to make you the offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans with CJ Stroud and Nico Collins and maybe Tank Dell coming back and Dalton Schultz and all of the weapons that they have over there. That's all the Houston Texans need is some creativity and some more explosive plays on the offensive side. We know about their defense. We know all about their defense. So, yeah.
Guy for the Raiders. He wouldn't be the guy for the Raiders. He wouldn't be the guy. He wouldn't be. Yeah.
Well,
it's a little difficult today for you, but I want the people to get the information. I'm making it a little difficult for you today. I'm interview questions.
The Raiders don't have anything. They don't. The Raiders have Brock Bowers and they have Genty, and that's it. They ain't got no receivers. It ain't got no quarterback.
Mike McDaniel would be able to elevate that team.
Bill Walsh wouldn't be able to elevate that team. Bill Walsh wouldn't be. Bill Walsh wouldn't be able to. The Raiders are terrible. They're terrible. They're absolute. Hey, I'll give you another. Another team. Just hear me out on this. He gets fired from the Dolphins because I do believe he's going to get fired from the Dolphins. And he goes to the Jets. And the Jets get a quarterback. And they got Adonai Mitchell, and you get back Garrett Wilson, and you get Mechie, and you got Breece Hall and Braylon Allen and Mason Taylor. I can start doing some things over there. So look, it's just he's in over his head as a head coach. So and Tua, that's a whole nother story. What do you do with Tua? Because here's the thing. I don't know where he goes. Because look, a lot of times what happened with these quarterbacks who failed at their first stop, Torch, they failed because they didn't, they're on a team with no weapons. You know what I'm saying? They got a bad coach. They ain't got no weapons. They ain't got no offensive line. They're getting beat up. I don't know where he goes where he would have success. And this is why y'all hear me say this. Hey, Torch, you love doing you love doing the impressions. Who you play with matters. Tua has played with a lot of good players. And here's my other saying. Size matters. Sizes. When you have a quarterback who's short, who doesn't have that great of an arm, he's very limited with the offense that you can run. Oh, and he's not mobile. He's not mobile at all. So some quarterback, a guy like Jalen Hurts, he's not that accurate. He's not that great of a thrower. But guess what? When things break down for him, Hurts can take off and run. I think from this time forward, Tua is a career backup. He's going to be a highly paid career backup because they owe him so much money. He's going to be a highly paid backup quarterback, but I think that that's his limit. And here's the lesson for it. Here's the lesson from this, Torch. Dillon Gabriel. All Dillon Gabriel is a right-handed Tua. He's 5'10", 5'11". He doesn't have that great of an arm. He's not that mobile. He's got a little bit of he's got more mobility than Tua does. So, and this is also a warning. This is also a warning for all those people out there. And look, I hate to say bad things, and I know my people in New Mexico are going to give me a hard time with this. Diego Pavia from the University of Vanderbilt University, who, by the way, bro, the way you conducted yourself at the Heisman Trophy thing, the way that you talked and said F all the voters, bro, you went to NEMI, my alma mater, New Mexico State and Vanderbilt, and you're from New Mexico, and you go up there and say F all the voters, F all the Heisman voters, they got you listed at 6 feet tall. You're not 6 feet tall. You're probably about 5'9", 5'10". When you have short quarterbacks, you have to have a very selective system for them to have success. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's read some of these comments. He was a 49ers offensive coordinator before he was hired as the Dolphins head coach. Let's not forget 49ers went to the NFC Championship when Mike McDaniel was 49ers OC. Talent is necessary, but he can scheme plays. I agree. He can scheme some stuff up. If you put some things around him, he can make some things happen. Imagine Mike McDaniel with the
So let's make sure that the general public understood what I was trying to say before we get to anything else. What I was trying to say is Mike McDaniel is the coordinator who, with talent, can elevate your team. But Mike McDaniel is not the guy who would go into a team that is raw, a rebuild team, and be able to elevate that team with the minimum talent. There are coordinators who make teams better and elevate talent, and then there's talent that with coordination you elevate. There's two different things. That's what I was pointing at. He's not the guy I'd say rebuild the house if it ever tore down. He's the guy, I got amenities already in the house, now make the house even prettier. That's who he is.
You're saying as a chef, if you give him all the ingredients, he'll make a pretty good meal.
Damn right. he'll make the guy that can make it from scratch.
If you just give him some flour and some salt, a little oil, he'll burn down the whole house. So real quick,
here comes Jay Renard. Hold on, you might want to read this comment by Jay Renard. Go ahead and read it.
Okay, what's up, guys? Melissa said, I'm going to need an impersonation this morning, George. Imagine Mike McDaniels with the Ravens. With Lamar. Miami is absolute ass. This franchise makes me drink and want to wander off a shore. Okay. Real quick. I want to know in the comment section, everybody, and George, real quick with you before we move on, because we got to talk about this game for tonight. We've seen quarterbacks recently that crashed and burned in their first stop. Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, get well soon. Baker Mayfield. Where could Tua go to a team as they're presently constructed and maybe revive his career? I want to know in the comment section, where could Tua go? Tua's gone, y'all. He's gone. You went from starter to third string. They're like, even if Quinn Ewers, who I'm rooting for, University of Texas, go Longhorns, you went from starter to third string. Where could he go to revive his career, where he would get a honest shot to try to save his career? Huh?
I'm going back to Bama.
I just, for me, Torch, he has so many limitations. He's short. He's concussion prone. He has a weak arm. He's not mobile. Or Saints? I think they kind of like Shuck. I think they kind of like Shuck. They kind of like Shuck.
If they really him right off the team.
Look, the Saints beat the Saints beat the damn Falcons and the Panthers. So this Shuck is doing a few things. I mean, he's a rookie. I'll say this. How about Tua going to the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell, with Justin Jefferson, with Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson. I think in a situation like that, now he will distribute the ball.
Indianapolis, but I think Indianapolis likes Daniel Jones.
But the thing with Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones ain't going to be back until probably the middle of next year. Indy, strong offensive line, MVP running back, big wide receivers, and tight ends, OC creative. Tua can back up another ass quarterback in Philadelphia for what I see. Okay, so we'll see. Now, look, it's always some team out there in the middle of the offseason or even in the middle of the season that has an injury and somebody has to go in. If I would have told y'all at the beginning of the year that Phillip Rivers was coming out of retirement after 5 years and going to Indy, y'all would have laughed at me. So we'll see what happens. So I think Mike McDaniels, he's pretty much done. I'd like to see him go back into just being I don't know if he'll ever get another head coaching job. He looks lost. We've seen some guys that they crashed and burned in their first coaching job, but they were competent. They were just on bad teams. You're like, I can't win with what I have here. Dude, you got Tua. You had Raheem Mostert, who led the league in touchdowns a few years back. Achane and Gesicki and all of these guys that you have over there, Waddle and Hill, and you can't win with that. I don't know what else to tell you. So we'll see what happens. What we got next, man? What we got next? So one other thing before we talk about the game. The other day, 2 days ago, or no, was it yesterday or the day before? Matthew Judon, also with the Dolphins. I kind of wanted to talk about this a little bit. He was released. Matthew Judon, edge rusher, used to be a pretty good edge rusher. I don't know where he's at now. The Pittsburgh Steelers claimed him off of waivers. What this tells me, Torch, we talked about this a little bit off the air. This tells me that maybe TJ Watt, I don't know if y'all saw this with TJ Watt last week. TJ Watt nearly died last week. I talked about it a little bit, but TJ Watt was in the hospital in a bad way. He had to be rushed to the emergency room because he was getting needling and they punctured his damn lung. They punctured his lung. So that's why he missed the last game and why he's week to week. What this tells me, picking up Matthew Judon, is that the Steelers are concerned that TJ Watt might not be ready until maybe the playoffs. That's what that tells me. I think this is a good move. Going to go get a guy. He's not what he was. He's not what he was with the Patriots. He kind of fell off with the Falcons. But I think as a situational pass rusher, going in 15 snaps a game, third and long, and he goes in there and goes and rushes the passer on the other side of Alex Highsmith. I think maybe he, with limited snaps, I think he could be okay. Your thoughts on it, Torque?
Matthew Judon is used to a slower football game. And what I mean by slower football game is because Matthew Judon, majority of his career, has played in cold weather cities. New England, most success. And the most success he's had. Now he wants to go back to Pittsburgh.
Ravens.
Atlanta didn't work. Atlanta was warm weather in the dome. Miami's warm weather. He's used to playing in gritty football games. Did he also play for the Ravens?
He played for the Ravens too.
Yeah. Baltimore as well. So Baltimore too. Yeah. He's used to playing those type of games, gritty type of games. So bringing him back to a division where he's familiar, I think will help a lot. And then on top of that, you're playing with you talk about cooking with bacon grease. Started making me hungry this morning for some Denny's. This guy also is now playing with Higbee. He's playing with Highsmith. He's playing with Patrick Queen.
Cam
Hayward.
Yeah.
He's playing with Joey Porter Jr. He's playing with Asante Samuel, Jalen Ramsey. This is a push towards the playoffs move. You see the Steelers are fighting to win this division. They're a game up in the division. I think this is a very smart move defensively to get some more pass rush going out there. And if he can do what he has been capable of doing, I'm going to say once again right here on the show, shout out to all those Pittsburgh Steelers fans, Ramona Dye, Sharon Mullen, and all the rest of those terrible Tile fans. I think you may have this one in the bag. This may be the glue to make sure you seal up that division and maybe even win a playoff game. From what I heard, TJ Watt is being saved until the Baltimore game, but we'll see if how accurate that is. And if so, I mean, you got TJ Watt, you got Matthew Judon, you got Smith,
Herbie,
you got Patrick Queen.
Don't forget about the rookies. Don't forget about Jack Sawyer from Ohio State, Derek Harmon. They're two rookies.
I mean, but when you look at that defensive roster, you're like, damn, where is the hole at? Like, could you ever imagine playing on Madden? See, and I get it right now on paper, it may not look, but if you play this on Madden and you had Judon and you had Patrick Queen and you had Cameron Hayward and you had Derek Harmon and you had TJ Watt and you had that secondary that they got, Asante Samuel Jr., Joey Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey was playing safety against Miami.
They switched him to safety. He's a safety now. He's not a corner no more.
Playing safety. You got a really
Kyle Duggar
on the other side, right? You got Kyle Duggar on the other side.
He's the other safety. Ramsey. So your corners are Asante Samuel Jr. and Joey Porter Jr. Your safeties are Ramsey and Duggar. So
then look at your front seven. And then your front seven is stacked. I mean, that is a move that you make when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. You ready to make a playoff push?
Torch,
I believe you guys not to sleep on the Steelers.
Torch, we just talked about this a little bit off the air. There's a certain wide receiver who just got cut from the Jets, who played with Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, who played with Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. He's free to go wherever he wants to go. If I'm Allen Lazard and I look over there and I get to play with a guy who I've played with most of my career, who's made me look really good, and I don't have to be the number one option over there. I can just kind of slide in, and you put Allen Lazard with DK Metcalf, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Calvin Austin, the three tight ends that they have, the two running backs they have, Gainwell and Warren, the tight ends, Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith and Mount Washington. I'm telling y'all, man, what Omar Khan, I may have to, every week I do my NFL awards for Executive of the Year. If this pans out with the additions that they made since the trade deadline, picking up a Ramsey and picking up Asante Samuel Jr., trading for DK Metcalf, getting rid of George Pickens, I may have to change my pick for Executive of the Year to Omar Khan, because the moves that he's making over there, Torch, just 2 weeks ago, they were yelling, "Fire Tomlin" at Acrisure Stadium. Just 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago. So a lot can change. So Just a little news to put out there for you. Okay, so now we're ready. Let's get this. Let's do this game for tonight. We got a critical game tonight. NFC West. That NFC West is stacked. Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. The Cardinals are out of it. I think they're already eliminated. But this game here, you got two 11-3 teams fighting on prime time for the basically you could be the number one seed. Who's the number one seed for the NFC right now? I think it is the Rams. I think it's the Rams right now. So this game is critical. Now, there's some things going on. Matthew Stafford, he is he's leading the MVP race right now. I believe. Do you have him right now as the front runner for the MVP? Okay. So Matthew Stafford right now, he's at 3,722 yards, 37 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 112 QBR. And it's been.
I teased you yesterday a little bit on World Class Wednesdays. I messed with Marcus the Alphabets to start off the show. Hot lava. If you did not watch it, you need to go back and watch the show. Mm-hmm. And I told him that Matthew Stafford better win the NFC West. And my reason for saying that is because if you allow Sam Darnold to come in here for a second team and somehow Sam Darnold sneaks off with your division, how can I make you the MVP? You didn't even win your division. You didn't win your division. And Sam Darnold played with a whole different team and a whole different system last year. Jackson and Jigba Smith now is the best wide receiver production-wise right now. So,
pretty awesome.
As Marcus the Alphabets would always say, here you go, Melissa. You ready? You ready? Who you play with matters. And in this case, I think that the Rams have the better talent, which also gives me an indictment on Matthew Stafford if he cannot win the division.
Do they though?
You cannot win your division.
You said, hang on. You said that the Rams have a better team. Do they though? Look, let's do tell of the tape real quick. Let's do a little exercise real quick. Tell of the tape. Stafford, Super Bowl champion, Darnold. He's kind of resurrected his career.
Seeing ghost when it matters most. Go ahead, continue.
Exactly. Running backs. Kenneth Walker III and Charbonnet versus Byron Williams and Blake Corum. Wide receivers, Puka and Devontae Adams, who's not playing tonight, by the way, who's out.
That's okay.
We're hamstring. He's week to week with a hamstring.
That's right. That don't take away though.
He goes out for a pass last week, and he's running. He's wide open. Got his hands up and just pulls up because his hamstring just went out on him. Now Puka Nacua is having a great. Is there that much difference between Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith and Jigba? Jackson Smith and Jigba will probably be. Who do we have our front runner for the offensive player of the year? Who do we have as our front runner for the offensive player of the year?
So, correct. Jackson Smith and Jigba most likely will win offensive player of the year if his production continues to be over Puka Nacua's. But let's not pretend and sit here and act like if I didn't put up those top 5 receivers right now, that Puka Nacua is number 2 right now, right behind Jackson and Jigba Smith. And I also have to mention that Puka Nacua has consistently done it. Not one season. This is 3 seasons now where Puka Nacua has shown up. So I give the nod a little bit to Puka Nacua because he's done it multiple seasons. And I get that Jackson and Jigba is having a phenomenal season this year. but I'm going to wait and preface it that until next year to see if he does the same thing. We don't even know if Sam Darnold's going to be their quarterback next year again. They might pull a Minnesota and get rid of him again, depending on what he does in week 16 through 18 in the playoffs. We all know what happened last year, week 16 through 18 in the playoffs last year with this guy wearing number 14 for those loud birds over there, them decibel boys. I call them the decibel boys because they make noise, a lot of noise.
But what I'm saying is they're not exponentially better.
No, they're not exponentially.
And then when we go, and then let's look at defenses.
Defense phenomenal.
Seattle's defense.
Both teams.
You see what I'm saying? They both got phenomenal defenses. They both got phenomenal number one receivers. They both got two-headed monsters at the running.
That's why this will be the best Thursday night game of the year.
This game is
should be the best Thursday night game.
This game is so critical, and it's so. Mm-hmm. This is going to speak like volumes. This is this week's Buffalo versus New England.
Correct.
For last week. That's this week.
But hold on, watch this. Now we'll turn this around, and with all that being said, that we just said, Marcus the Alphabets. Here's the interview question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If Matthew Stafford doesn't win the NFC West, you're giving him MVP?
See, this race is so close. This MVP race.
Mm-hmm.
This race is so close. If he loses it, and you legit, in my opinion, have three guys fighting for the MVP right now. That's where we're at with 3 weeks left to go. You got Matthew Stafford, who's been the most consistent person. We started off with so many people, Baker Mayfield and Prescott and Jonathan Taylor. People talk about, Jonathan Taylor should win it. Right now, I think you have three legit guys for the MVP. Okay. You got Stafford, who's been the most consistent.
Has he?
I think so.
Stafford don't got no 10-game
he's been in the league. He's been in the league.
He's been in the quotable moment.
He's been in the league.
Stafford don't got no 10-game winning streak, do we? Do we got a 10-game winning streak? No.
Okay. It's been back and forth between him and Drake May.
Well, okay. Who that third person, Marcus?
Say what now?
Who's that third person? I'm just waiting for you.
Josh Allen. Josh Allen. If Josh Allen comes back and wins the AFC East, if he comes back and wins it, I have no issue giving Josh Allen back-to-back MVPs. No issue. If you knock off Drake May with what he's done all year, and Matthew Stafford crumbles at the end, and Sam Darnold and them win that division, I have no qualms with giving it to Josh Allen. If the Patriots continue, go back on, obviously their winning streak is over, but if they finish out and win out, I have no issue giving it to Drake May, second-year quarterback who comes and you beat the defending AFC 5 times in a row. AFC East champion. So that's why these games here, these next 3 games, Torch, and this is why we change our answer every week. Well, who's the MVP? Well, let's see. Because you said this last week. Yeah, because I got new information. That's why this particular game and last week's game, we could have hypothetical situations, but it's not hypothetical or an assumption when they play head-to-head versus each other. Josh Allen and Drake May just played each other last week. Sam Darnold and Matthew Stafford are playing against each other tonight. So this game is critical. I forget
that the first meeting between these two was a 21-19 squeaker.
Look, and Sam Darnold's playing good ball too. 3,433 yards, Torch, 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 102 QBR. Stafford's got 112 QBR. To me, it's who can execute the best in this game. You got 2 defenses two, in my opinion, two top 5 defenses that can get after the quarterback. I think the Rams have a better pass rush. I think Seattle's got a better secondary. They're both good, but they do it in different ways. So no Davante Adams tonight. So they're going to need somebody to step up. Now, last week, Colby Parkinson, the tight end, he showed his ass last week, man. The tight end. They're going to need somebody else. The Rams are going to need somebody else to step up this game. I don't know who that'll be. Tutu Atwell, one of the tight ends. Is Stafford going to dump it off a little bit more to the running backs? Use Blake Corum and Kyron Williams in the passing game. But they're going to have to find some productivity because you know who their number one red zone threat has been this year? Davante Adams. He's got like 14 touchdowns. He's not playing tonight. So, look, this is a true 50-50 ball game. This is a true, you just said it, Torch. This game here may be the best Thursday night game that we've had of the year. So give me your prediction. And I'm going to give you my prediction. I haven't heard from Mona. She usually gives me hers, but she's in the hospital. But how do you see this game playing out tonight? What does each team need to do? Your thoughts on it. And give me your score.
Well, first and foremost, if I'm the Rams, you got to blanket Jackson and Jigba. He's got to be a part of the game plan. You have to blanket him. Sam Darnold, you got to put pressure on him. It is that time. It's the most wonderful time to have him seeing ghosts. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it's time. It's time for him to see some ghosts, and the best place would be right at home, so everybody can see him at home, getting his boot smoke while he's seeing ghosts from that Rams defense, who can definitely send it. They got to send it. And then Kenneth Walker can run the football. You cannot let him get in front of the chains. You gotta stop that second and short. They can't get 3rd and 1, second and shorts. The playbook opens up when you do that. When you allow teams to do that, they do what they want. As far as the Rams is concerned, I got the Rams winning, but the Rams also got to play offensively, no turnovers whatsoever. Free turnover football. Matthew Stafford, this is your MVP moment right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I asked that question on purpose. I have not heard one person in any media ask that question that I've asked on the last show, which was, you know what it was, yesterday, and Marcus reiterated it. You don't win the West, sir. I don't know how I can make you the most valuable player. You didn't even win your division, sir. Your division is stacked too, which kind of makes it look a certain way. You got to have this one. Rams 24, Seahawks 21.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. George, that's the same score I just came up with.
What you laughing about?
Look. I don't know if you can see that. I got the same score. Score.
Do
24-21. I think this is going to be. I think this is going to be a defensive battle. I could actually maybe see the score being a little bit lower, like 21-18. But I think, look, you got two good kickers. You got the thicker kicker. That's what they call him, the thicker kicker. And then you got Myers. Myers is the number 2 kicker in the league right now. He's very consistent, very accurate. And Mevis, I don't know what the name of their kicker, but they call him the thicker kicker. I don't know what his name is for the Rams. I think this is going to be a slugfest. I think you're going to see a lot of running because if either one of these quarterbacks turns over the ball and gives the other offense an opportunity, more plays, more offensive plays, that's going to be what decides the game to me. I think you see a lot of Kenneth Walker III. I think you see a lot of Zach Charbonnet. I think you see a lot of Blake Corum, a lot of Kyron Williams in a short passing game. Will the Rams take some shots down the field? Probably so, with Puka. And of course, Jackson. We got all of the superstars in this game. Puka, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Just incredible. Just incredible. So I'm going to
Mavis.
The thicker kick, Mavis, the thicker kicker. He's pretty good too. So him and Myers, Jason Myers. I got it 24-21 Rams. Now, this game is in Seattle. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That place is gonna be,
that's why I called them the Decibel Boys.
Jumping. But I do believe that the Rams pull it off barely. I could see a late game-winning field goal. I could even see a game that goes into overtime tonight. 24-21 Rams. I think it's going to be a slug. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I think it's going to be a lot of hard hitting and a lot of a very physical game. So there's our score. Me and Dre are both going 24-21. I tagged Ramona. I don't know where she's in the hospital. Make sure y'all send one up for her. I'm going to reach out to her today, but that's all we got for y'all, man. Make sure you get your Alphabets Football Show merch.
Sir, I get that you love trying the show and within 50 minutes. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something that maybe you didn't see this morning. I just want to bring to your attention. You like to bring the morning news. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I'm bringing you something this morning. I don't know if any of y'all heard this, and we got to do some investigating on this.
Okay.
But your Chicago Bears.
Oh, I did post that up.
I heard about this early this morning.
I posted this up last night in my group.
Did you?
I did. I posted this up last night. Look, man, these owners and these owners and Torch, you went through this with Buffalo a few years back, talking about moving to Toronto and things like that. We did shows about that. To me, this is owners having temper tantrums. That's what it is. I'll get your, I want your thoughts on this. But in my opinion, this is owners having temper tantrums. Either you give us a new stadium and have local and state taxes, or we're dipping. Now, Indiana already has a damn team, the Colts, and we've seen relocation and things like that. Baltimore, the Browns going to Baltimore, Baltimore Colts going to Indianapolis Colts, St. Louis Rams going to L.A., the St. Louis Cardinals, the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals going to Arizona. We've seen a bunch of relocation throughout the years and stuff like that. But this is nothing but billionaires having a temper tantrum. If you don't give me a new stadium, I'm out. If you don't give me what I want, I'm out. And it's really disgusting. You want me to pay for a stadium? That means I got to raise local taxes, and instead of getting kids books and laptops for school or lunches, you want me to pay for a stadium that you personally get the profit from. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. Now I'm not going to speak too much on it. I'm going to do some research on it.
Ain't you from Chicago, sir?
Huh?
Ain't you from Chicago, sir?
I was born in Chicago, Cook County Hospital. My parents were both born in Chicago. My brother, who's 2 years younger than me, he was born in Chicago. I got family there, aunts and uncles. Both of my grandmothers.
That mean you better be doing some hometown research.
I don't have enough. Look, I don't believe in speaking up on things that I haven't researched.
So better do some research.
I'm gonna do some
research. I'm gonna pay attention.
Yeah,
do some research, sir. Some investigative journalism needed.
That's
By the way, I've been to Soldier Field twice.
Mm-hmm.
I've been also to the Chicago Bulls once. I actually got pictures
back in the day. United Center.
The United Center, yes, absolutely. They're right down the street from each other. Mm-hmm. The White Sox Stadium is right down the street from that. They keep it all in downtown Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Nice place. They're doing Chicago dirty. You want my thoughts on this? I'll speak on it before the research. That's okay, because I did a little research, but okay. I'm gonna speak on it. This is disingenuous. Okay. This is about as disingenuous as San Diego moving that team to LA. Oh yeah, I'm coming. You guys have to look at the sports atmosphere. Did you see the place? Did you see the place they're talking about moving? The Chicago Bears, who's been there since 1921 in Decatur. Since 1921, the Bears have been right there, right? You see the place that they want to move? Did you see the state?
I think it's Evansville.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Why do this Indiana place keep popping up randomly now? Why do we keep hearing about Indiana constantly in the sports environment? Think about that, and then I'll let it marinate and slow cook, and then you get back to me and tell me why they would want to move to Indiana out of all places.
Yeah.
By the way, do we have a picture of the owner?
I think it's Virginia McCaskey, right? Virginia, she's like 100 years old. Virginia McCaskey.
No, Kevin Warren is the CEO.
Okay, but I'm saying the owner, though. I think it's Virginia McCaskey. And she's damn near 100 years old. You know?
Kevin Warren is the guy you got to watch. He's the president and CEO right now.
Yeah.
You got to watch him. We got a next show, Marcus, and do some investigation, Mr. I want this team to win the playoffs. Sir, this smells all types of bad, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. We'll see, but it smells bad as of right now.
She's gone. She passed away in February.
Yeah,
she was 102 years old.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull Kevin Warren up on the next show on the screen, sir. It seems very disingenuous. My question is, what type of clientele are you trying to have at these games moving to Indiana, my G? Let's we're gonna talk. Let's talk. I don't need to fully investigate this to know what this is. The smell of it. This smells like you tired of a certain clientele. We know Chicago is urban. We know I've been there. I've been there multiple times, so I know that it's urban. I done walked the streets. I done seen some of the places in Chicago. By the way, shout out to Gino East. Phenomenal pizza, by the way. My name is on the wall with Go Pack Go on it in Chicago. By the way, Rise Up Family's name is on the wall. But yeah, it smells funny.
Blackmail.
Blackmail. It smells like you trying to go from
blackmail.
Yeah, it smells like you trying to go from urban to real
suburban. To real suburban. So as we find out now, see now that's my new mission in life. I'm gonna research this, and I'm gonna be posting about this. But look,
next show you got more for us.
For sure. When I do the show this week, I don't know if I'm going to do alphabets on Friday night, you're gonna be DJing, right? We may come back on Saturday morning. You gonna be around on Saturday morning? What we'll probably end up doing, because Ramona is going to be out the net, I'm going to give her another day to heal up. I don't know. She's probably not. I'm just going to plan like she's not going to be there for the show. She's not doing well right now. So what I'll probably do is like a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon show. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. I'll put that up in the group. Get your Alphabets Football Show merch. 27 short sleeve t-shirts, 37 long sleeve t-shirts, 52 hoodies. I also do Rise Up stuff. It helps us out. Make your arrangements for the Alphabets Football Show Rise Up Family Meet and Greet, April the 23rd to the 25th, 2026 NFL Draft. I'll be there. Torch will be there. Mona will be there. Devon will be there. Mookie Hawkins will most likely be there. I would love to see everybody there. Make your arrangements. If you try to wait around, it's going to be tough. Also, you need to go online. I'm going to get the link for it. There's free tickets to actually go into the event, but you have to register for them. You can't just pop up. So when you see all those people out there that are making the picks, the announcement for the pick, you have to get tickets to that. They're free. They're actually free. You go in, but you got to do it. So you go to NFL.com. I'll get the link and I'll put it in a group. I'll put it up on the Rise Up family page. I'll put it up on Alphabets Football Show. Look, we're less than 120. We're about 120 days away from the NFL draft. We're about 120 days. That sounds like a lot of time. That's not a lot of time. So make sure that y'all do that. I'm going to get that link for y'all to go up in there so we can all kind of like meet up and go in there together. Y'all see Bears fans sitting over here, Packers fans, Cowboys fans, Chiefs fans, Bills fans. They all got their own little separate. There we go. There we go. We'll put that link up in both of the groups so you can go. You can order your tickets for that. So that's what we're going to try to do there. Rise Up Unlimited radio show tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Torch will be chopping it up. I don't know if Sharon will be Sharon be like, I ain't staying up that late. She might be there.
Sharon don't come sometimes.
Yeah, she comes through sometimes. Yeah.
If she don't come, I will wait till Saturday. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I would rather, if she don't come tonight, I would rather wait till Saturday. And
if she's not able to come tonight, what we'll do is we'll do another mashup. We'll do a Rise Up Unlimited radio show, Alphabets Football Show mashup.
That'll work. That'll make sense.
After the side, John. Because I don't like bumping heads to people because her and Dennis do the side, John, on Saturday mornings. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. So what we'll do, let's just do that. That way we can. There's not going to be a Rise Up Unlimited radio show tonight. There's not going to be an Alphabets Football show tomorrow night.
I'd rather do that anyway, to be honest.
Okay, so what we're going to do.
That game not going to end till 11 o'clock. You know how late it's going to be. You know they don't like doing late shows.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, let's say 12:30 Saturday afternoon mashup show, Alphabets Football Show, Rise Up Unlimited radio show, and we'll make our picks. We'll make our picks for that. Ain't there some Saturday? There's some Saturday games too. There's some Saturday NFL games. So yeah, so that's perfect. So y'all tune into that. No Rise Up Unlimited radio show tonight. No Alphabets Football Show tomorrow night. Mashup show on Saturday afternoon. That's perfect. That works out perfect. That way, no one's stressed out. Mona, maybe she'll be out the hospital by then and all that good stuff. So we'll get the slides together and we'll make our picks for that. Okay. We'll come up with something. We'll make it happen. That works out perfect. All right. Everybody have a great day. We will see y'all on Saturday afternoon. Okay. See you.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's very personal, Very important thing.